Hi guys, welcome. I know I'm a little bit late, um, and I can't find the remote to load the TV. Oh, here it is. Day's not complete unless I lose the remote. Yeah, do you think that's funny? I'm glad you think it's funny. I don't think it's funny. All right, let me find it on here. What's the matter, baby? You want to come out? You want to not be in that thing? All right, I'll take you out. I'll take you out. All right, let's take you out. If you're not happy, we'll take you out. Come here. All right. There you go. What are we crying about, lady? Eliza, will Jay be my future husband? Hey. All right, there you go. That's much better, right? You like to be on your belly? All right, let's see. No, I don't think so. I don't believe so. What is going on, little miss? Oh, you're drooling. You're drooling good. What is going on? Here, you want this thing? What is wrong? Why are you crying? No, you don't want to be bothered with that either? All right, who is next? Kiki. Any new love coming? New love coming in. You ate, so don't try to act like I didn't feed you because you just ate. You want more? You need enough? Yes, you have a water sign coming in who's going to be very, very forward. Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer. You also have somebody coming back from your past. That person has a lot of fire around them. They could be a Sagittarius, Aries, or a Leo. But yeah, you got love coming in. You got an old love coming back, a new love coming in. All right, should we go get you another bottle? You already ate. I don't get it. How much you want to eat? You hungry? I'll go get another one. Hold on. I have to go get it. Don't cry. You look petrified. It's all ready for you, miss. It's all ready. You just got to shake it up a little bit. All right. Silly. Is this what you want? Because I can't believe that you're hungry again. All right. Well, that's what you want. That's what you want. All right. Maybe she won't finish it. She may not finish the whole thing. RZ, what actions will Louise take towards me and when? Hang on. Stop. There you go. You got it. It looks like things are kind of stagnant with him, between him and you for some time. It looks like communication may pick up, but not until sometime over the summer, possibly July. I don't know what's going on with the two of you right now, but I think that there is a third party around him, or there's somebody else around him that's causing a distraction or some kind of a disturbance. I don't know what his situation is, but there's a third party here he could be preoccupied with. That might be it. Armani, how does Deuce feel about me? How does Deuce feel? Deuce feels that you are patient, compassionate, kind, attractive, that you have a strong personality, you're a lot of fun to be around, and you know how to have a good time. Does Deuce have a crush on me? He may have a little crush on you. Yeah, it's possible. Is Tarheeb going to reach out to me in the next 2 weeks? Within the next 2 weeks, let's say. Yeah, I think that you're going to hear from him. I do think you'll hear from him. You drooling there? Let me help you out. Let me help you out. Malika, how will tomorrow be when Michael comes over? How will tomorrow be when Michael comes over? Overall, it should be a good time. It should be fun. It should be passionate. Use your intuition. 10 of Pentacles is here, which is like abundance, rich, prosperity. It should be a good time. There's even some lighthearted, carefree. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a good time. Siba, what's T's current feelings towards me right now? Feels that you are attractive, feels that you make a really great friend, you're stable, happy, down to earth, you know how to get things done, loyal, strong, and confident. Kiki, timing on when Dylan will add me back, maybe. I think he is going to add you back. Could be within the next 3 days to 3 weeks. 3 days to 3 weeks. I think he adds you back. Ashley, how does this person feel about me today? Feels that you are spontaneous, ambitious, attractive, prepared, serene, calm, abundant, and you make a nice friend, or you make a good friend, a loyal friend. Blessed to be, love. Okay, if you're not with anyone, you have an offering or an interest showing up here. Use your intuition. The person that shows up could be a creative type. They may be a Pisces, but if they're not a Pisces, they would be someone who's very creative. They may be an artist, or they do some kind of a creative activity. They're going to make you feel like the world is at your feet, and there's also some money coming in around you. If you are with someone right now, your current relationship should be rekindling, and you should be working on some sort of a creative project together. Let me just make sure that you, okay. You know, Avery. Inez, why isn't N talking? Will he talk tomorrow? Yes, he will talk tomorrow. It looks like today he may be having an argument or a disagreement with someone that's taken all his attention. Kiki, does the fire sign want romance again? I think so. I think so. Oh, you're a good boy. You came to see what I was doing? Yeah, I think that there's a chance. New chapter. What's George's energy towards me today? All right, let me wipe your face. Hold on. Let me just wipe off your mouth. Let me give it a shake. I promise I'll give it right back. I promise. I can't believe how much you eat. You're going to be huge. You're going to be huge. George's energy towards me today. Yep, you got it. You can hold it. You got it. I know the other bottle's easier for you to hold, but you got it. You're doing good. The energy today is a mixture of feeling grounded and rooted, and also feeling a little bit disaster. So it's a little bit twisted energy. It's like heartbreak and destruction, but then on the other hand, it's also grounded, rooted, and passionate. He may be on both sides of the sword today. Feeling like love, connected, passionate, but then also feeling like there's an impending disaster or a little bit heartbroken by things. Mimi, should I message my interest on Facebook? How is her response going to be? I would, yeah. I think that you could message. I think that she may not be so forthcoming in the beginning. It may take a minute to kind of like get a conversation happening. But I think once she starts talking, it will be a conversation that goes back and forth, or that you can kind of keep up with. Yeah, I think it's a good idea. Rosie. If I file a report on the person that did a hit and run to my car, what will the outcome be? Kind of looks like it may be more trouble than it's worth. My suggestion would be, if you can file the report, you may be able to have the car fixed. I mean, I think that you can have your insurance company fix the car anyway, but it looks like this may be somewhat of a hassle for you. I don't know how bad the damage is, but you know, you may want to, like the Six of Pentacles is in reverse, so it's like, may not be working out as you hoped, or you may not feel like you're getting a reward from it. It may be a lot more trouble than it's worth. I would, depending on how bad the damage is. This old guy backed into me at the gas station a couple of years ago, and I knew it was going to happen. Like I saw the whole thing coming, and I was trying to get out of the gas station quickly, and there was too much traffic. But anyhow, it's like the very teeniest tiny dent that you can't even really notice it unless you go to look for it, and it kind of like smeared off some of the paint. Really not the big of a deal. And at the moment, like I was so pissed because I was just having one of those days where like, you know how like you feel like you're invisible and like people can just do whatever the fuck they want and like you don't even exist. I was having that kind of a day. So I was so mad that I got out of the car. And normally I don't act like this because I really feel like, look, it could be fixed. It's not the end of the world. But I was like, this car is a lease and I can't turn it in and blah, blah, blah. I already knew that I was stuck buying the car anyway. And he felt bad. He gave me his number. And then I thought about it and I'm like, you know what? It's going to be so much more of a, I couldn't wait for a police report because I had to go to work and I just couldn't wait for it. I mean, I was right up the street from work and I had to be there. But I thought about it and I was like, you know what? It's going to be so much more of a hassle for me to contact this guy, take the car in, have it fixed, and it's really not that big of a deal. So I let it go. Think about it. I mean, if it's something that's small, I would let it go because it's going to be a hassle. If it's a huge deal, then I would have it. Then dealing with the hassle may be worth it. Hasti. AG's Pisces, Sun, Aries, Moon family will have mine and his horoscope matched with his. Will his mother refuse to go ahead with the if the horoscope doesn't match? Okay. If it doesn't match, she's going to be a problem. She's going to be a problem. I'm not saying that it, like you can't. She's going to put up a fuss, but it might not be the end of things. You know what I mean? Like she may give you a hard time, but you may be able to get around it anyway. But she's going to make a stink about it, I think. Kiki, is the fire sign Jacob, and any timing on that? Okay, it's the fire sign Jacob. I think it is, and it could happen within the next 4 weeks to 4 months. 4 weeks to 4 months, yeah. I think it is him. TD, why does my intuition keep telling me that this guy is the Aries? He didn't add me back on Snapchat, which is weird for a guy not to want to see any pictures. Well, you definitely have a connection with this guy because you got the Two of Cups here. I don't know. I guess it could be him. The cards don't indicate that it is him, but if it is him, that's really deceitful. I don't know. It looks like he's a little bit unprepared, this guy. It also looks like he's feeling like he's waiting for his ship to come in. And he recently went through a bad breakup and a serious betrayal. And he's kind of leaving that behind to move on to better things. So I don't know. I can't say that. I don't think that it's the Aries. Obviously anything is possible. But if it is, I mean, that's really deceiving. I don't know why. Why would he do that? Like, why would you not want to disclose who you are, especially if you know the person? You know what I mean? I don't know. I think that this guy went through a really hard time and he's feeling a little bit unsure of what he wants in the future. But why don't you ask him? Find out when his birthday is. Or mention something about, you know, birthdays and see if he takes the bait. Ashmi says, RJ chatting with another woman. I get a 70% chance yes, and it would be somebody from his past. or somebody that he's known. It wouldn't be somebody new. But you looking for more, or you looking for your thumb? All right. Stephanie, how is T feeling about me currently? He's feeling a little bit, he's feeling a little bit laid back. He's feeling a little bit, not resistant, but he's taken a minute. He feels like you're strong and you're perseverant. He's also feeling that you can be a little argumentative, so he's kind of like he's aware of that. He thinks that you're friendly, outgoing, caring, kind, happy, a hard worker, and unique. Ian is love reading. Are you falling asleep? You gonna fall asleep? Yeah. Okay. So the next couple of weeks look a little bit slow. Kind of looks like you may be taking time to yourself, focusing on your intuition, maybe working on a creative project. Moving past the next couple of weeks, an offering of love does come in, or a new love interest comes in that feels like it's divinely guided. It could be with a Virgo. There's a Virgo here. You can manifest almost anything you want with this person. This person is going to be pretty much into you. They come off as a Virgo. You may be undecided about them, and you may also have another love interest around, or you could find yourself in a love triangle, so just be careful of that. You may also be feeling a little bit unsuccessful around love over the next couple of weeks, but it will move into the past, and you're going to have some transformation, personal transformation, and growth coming in. So hang in there. The next couple of weeks may be a little bit boring. That's okay. Jada, is there anyone who has romantic feelings for me? Okay, let's see. There's a Cancer here. Well, you got a couple. Okay, so first there's a Cancer. Then there is, there may be a Pisces or somebody, they don't have to be a Pisces, but they could be somebody who's very unique, creative, maybe an artist. There's also a fire sign around you and a Libra. So fire sign would be a Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. And then there's also a Libra. So there are a couple of options coming in for you over the near future. Inez, what does N feel about me? When do you see us meeting? N feels that you are nice, attractive, happy, successful, well-balanced, spiritually connected, and adventurous. You could meet sometime within the next 2 months. What's the matter, Bubs? You got it? Ashmita, do RJ and I soulmate or twin flame connection, which is better? I don't really believe much in the twin flame thing. I don't really think that. I think it's a soulmate connection. I don't think that anything is better or worse. I think there's a reason for everything that happens, and I feel like people hang too much, like, people care too much about, you know, like who's the karmic and who's the twin flame and who's this. At the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. It's the experience that you have with the person. So, I mean, most of these relationships that are, they last years, or there's a lot of in and out, backwards and forwards, lot of disappearance, a lot of hurt. Most of them are soulmate relationships. Karmic relationships tend to be a little bit less extreme. And twin flames, from what I understand, your soul has to be pretty well elevated to be able to call in your twin flame. And most people don't. Like, I think most people don't. If that even, I'm not even sold 100% on whether or not I think that that is true. Because all of the signs for twin flame I have with somebody. We have all of the signs that he would be my twin flame. But he doesn't do, and I'm not saying that you have to be perfect or that you have to be, but like, there's a lot that I don't, like, I do a lot of work on myself, and I do a lot of work, like, spiritually, and, you know, decision making, and trying to put good out into the universe. And I'm not saying that he's a bad person, he's not, but that's just not his thing. Like, so I can't imagine that I have, you know, I'm so far from perfect to be able to call him in, and he's not perfect. I don't know. I just don't believe too much of the twin flame thing. And I feel like everyone weighs so much energy on what this is. And it doesn't really matter. It is what it is. I watched somebody's channel once, and I was getting a headache just listening to all this shit, where she was going on about all of her relationships and who was the twin flame and who was the soulmate and who was this and who was that, and who cares? If you're in a relationship with someone and you connect, it doesn't really matter. It's nothing is better and nothing is worse. It's just the way things function. I have a friend of mine who, she looks at marriage as like it's a business contract. I believe that that's a karmic relationship. I don't think it's highly passionate. I don't think that it's over the top, you know, blissful and loving, but I think it functions really well. Much better than a lot of these soulmate relationships that we talk about, where somebody is breaking up and coming back, and then with this one and that one. So, you know, it's all relative. It's all, you know, as, you know, what you want and what's important to you and how the relationship itself functions. I mean, if you're with a soulmate and the person's an asshole and not giving you what you want, so what if if it's a soulmate relationship? You know what I mean? Like, and I also think people put too much stock in, well, are we going to get married? Are we going to move in together? Well, enjoy what's going on now. And I think that's the difference, though, between men and women. I think men are a little bit more living in the now rather than what's coming next. You know, like, they're kind of like, all right, this is working for me right now, and I'm okay with it right now. Whereas I think that women are always 2 steps ahead. Miss Ronnie. Yesterday you mentioned having options, one being the Sagittarius. Would that be an X or a new? Okay, let's see. Will the Sagittarius be an X? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 70% chance it's an X, and this person is very, oh, damn it. 70% chance, yes, the person is an X, and they're very unprepared. They come up as being very unprepared. Let me just plug this phone in here. Hang on. I wish this cable was a little bit longer, but that's okay. Coco. Love reading for me and Kay. Love reading for me and Kay. Got transformation coming in around this relationship, which is good. It's also feeling very abundant moving forward. You might have a decision to make. There could be a little bit of jealousy around this relationship, but it's not that big of a deal. You may be talking about going on a small trip together, or spending time near the water, doing something around water coming up. That might not happen until the summertime, but it's something that may come up. Jay Allen, what are Amy's current feelings towards me? Thinks that you're attractive, lucky, successful, happy, hardworking, patient, intuitive, loyal, courageous, and independent. Kiki, do you do love spells, and if so, how much? Yes, I do them. They're $25 and they are done on Fridays. I have to check though. You can email me. I have to check. I had somebody buy, I sold 2 of them, I know. I have 1 more left. I just got to see if this other person wanted it. Otherwise, it would have to wait till next week because I have to go out and get more stuff. I only had enough to do 3 this week. It's been hard to get to the store, but I have love spells on my channel. If you wanted to do one for yourself, you can follow the instructions. I have videos up and you can do it yourself. And don't stress out about what kind of candle you use. I usually use a candle that's in glass. I just prefer them, but I don't have them, so I'm using regular candles for this, like just like regular candles, which is fine. It doesn't really matter what kind you use. It's just personal preference, and I like the glass ones better. I also feel like the glass ones are safer because they're in glass. But you can email me if you're interested. They're $25, and I usually offer a discount if you buy 2 spells. But right now I'm not 100% sure I have stuff, so email me if you're interested. Kira, what can I expect for this week? It looks like there's some stability coming in this week. Feeling balanced, feeling stable, feeling lucky. Things move forward pretty nicely. I think that this is going to be a nice even-keeled week. It should be. It should be a nice even-keeled week. Uneventful, peaceful, calm. RZ, what's coming in for love for me in the near future? Being prepared to move forward with a relationship that's very well grounded. It could also have money around it. I think that the person is going to be an air sign, a Libra, Aquarius, or a Gemini. Moving away from things that aren't working and moving towards things that work really well for you. It looks like you may be overthinking or spending some time in contemplation. This person may be someone who's around you and you maybe just have not noticed them. And there's great happiness around the situation. So look out for an air sign. The Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini. Anna. So Christopher got revoked for his probation violation. 1 DUI. He has a warrant out for his arrest and he wants to go turn himself in. Will he have a bond to get out? I really don't think that they want to put people in jail right now. So I think that they're going to give him a bond. Yeah, I think that he's going to get, I don't think he's going into jail. I think he gets out, or he gets out of it or something. New chapter. What can I expect from George? She's been quiet. Okay. Communication comes in over the next couple of days. You'll be hearing from him. He's undecided. He doesn't know what to do. Like, he's just like, I don't know what to do. I don't know how to make things better. Feels like he's stuck between a rock and a hard place, but you'll hear from him. He may even tell you that, and you have luck on your side. You have good karma and you have luck on your side, so you're in good shape. Christy, did Dina purposely turn my info in late? Yeah. The Fool here is in reverse. So you know what that means. Fool in reverse is doing something, saying something that you can't take back. So yeah, I think that this was done, whatever it was done deliberate. I think she knew what she was doing, or she put it off long enough, like subconsciously. Like if it wasn't something that she did consciously, she did it subconsciously, but with the same like intent, if that makes sense. Like putting it off, subconsciously knowing that she was going to screw things up, or whatever happened. I don't trust her. The Fool in reverse is not a good sign, because that's like, you can't take it back. It's like you're saying something, doing something that you just can't reverse. You can't go back on it. There's no reneging on it when the Fool in reverse is there. So yeah, I think that she did it on purpose. Kira, how will it be when Leroy and I move in together? Overall, it should be good. It looks like the relationship can move forward quickly. It looks like things are pretty stable. It looks like you feel like you made it to the top of the mountain. Oh, excuse me, with the 9 of Wands. I think that it looks pretty good. And the woman that reads my cards would say that that's the truth, because when you sneeze, it's the truth. You always sneeze on the truth. That's what she says. I don't know. But I think it's going to be a good situation. Brianna, what does Jamie think of me? Thinks that you're attractive, kind, happy, hardworking, successful, spontaneous and adventurous, well-prepared, and passionate. Passionate comes up a couple of times. Husty, will my parents be okay with my decision going ahead with AG in spite of the financial instability? There is a tower moment around here. I don't know that your parents are going to be thrilled with this situation, or if they're thrilled with him. There may be something that they're not happy with. There's a tower situation coming up, so just keep that in mind. You might have to talk them into it. Brianna, who is the best choice for me, Virgo or Libra? Okay, who's better choice? Virgo. Libra. I think the Virgo is. I think you would do better with the Virgo. Ashmita, is he serious about this woman, and should I back off? I don't get that he's serious with her, but it does show that he's got choices. 7 of Cups is here. I don't think that you need to back off, but I would, if he doesn't answer you or he doesn't step forward and like, you know, initiate conversations, I would pull back a little bit. I wouldn't be the first person to text all the time. TD, why does the Aries keep viewing my story on Snapchat without talking to me? They got a lot of bullshit going on around them, but they're going to look. You got the freaking Page of Swords. This comes in out of the blue when you least expect it. Right now, he's dealing either with bad karma or he feels like justice isn't on his side, and he just doesn't have time to get into it. Right now, he's feeling a little bit unsuccessful, and he's been working really hard at something. This is probably a work thing that he's working hard on. It could be working really hard in your home too, but it doesn't feel like that. It feels like he's been working very hard at work, and he just doesn't have time to have a full conversation right now. Susie, I know he's seen my messages. What's he think and feel? He feels a little bit betrayed and like he's going to pull back his energy. But on the other hand, he also sort of doesn't believe you. He's a little bit undecided. He feels like he wants to take charge, but then it feels like he doesn't get out of his own way. He kind of doesn't believe you on one hand, but on the other hand, he feels like, I can't believe that she's acting like this, or I can't believe she betrayed me, or some kind of nonsense. I think you're going to hear from him. I think that he's going to reach out to you at some point when you're not expecting it, because the Knight of Swords was here, which would be coming in out of the blue. Jordan A. When will me and Chance get back together? It could be sometime within the next 7 weeks. If it doesn't happen in the next 7 weeks, it would be in the month of July. Is that 7 weeks away? Oh, it's probably a little more than that. I would say by July. Miss Anna, will JF care if I decide to move on with a new guy? This guy I met today says that he was a professional batting coach. He trained Barry Bonds, and his name is Mr. 7000. Okay. He would care if you moved on to another guy. But you know what? I would tell you to give this guy a chance if you have some interest in him, because at the very worst case scenario, having somebody else around you would bring the, would change the energy around you just in general, would be a good thing. If he really likes you and you guys really click, then you'll be the one leaving JF behind, which that would be his loss. He should have thought about that. So if even if you have the slightest interest in this guy and he's expressing an interest in you, I would give it a chance. There's no reason why you shouldn't. You know, even if you're just talking, just the energy of somebody else being around you can be enough to get the other guy to call. Like, and not that you're using one person against the other. You're not. It would be the kind of thing where I'm open to talking to him. I'm open to maybe going out for coffee with him. Let's see what happens. I haven't spoken to so-and-so in so long. I'm just opening up the door and we'll see what happens. As soon as the other person starts to feel that your energy is elsewhere, that's when they show up. And then it will really be your choice, which will be a good thing. Miss Anna, the guy, Mr. 7000's real name is Michael. He's a professionally batting coach, and he asked for my number. I gave it to him. Does he want a fling or a relationship, and what's his intentions? Okay, let's see. Good, I'm glad that you did that. I'm really glad that you did that. He's a hard worker, this guy. And you've got a wish around you. Use your intuition's spot on. There's cause for celebration around this situation. It looks like he would want more than just a fling. There's happiness. There's luck. There's money around it. I think you did the right thing. I hope he calls and you get to hang out with him or something happens, because it's definitely a good thing. I mean, you've been suffering so much over that other guy. To have the energy change is a good thing. Good for you. I hope it works out. TD, why did this guy stop talking to me today? And he didn't ask to see a picture after I added him on Snapchat. I asked him if he knows me and he said no. Okay, why did this guy stop talking to me? It seems like he either got a little bit afraid. Well, it could be a combination. Got a little bit afraid, but it also looks like he got preoccupied with something and he just left the conversation. Something came in that took his attention. But he's got fear around relationships in general, because he's been stabbed in the back, hurt, and betrayed. And he's also feeling right now like he's not persevering. He's kind of sitting around licking his wounds. So he may not be real serious about a relationship at this point. Doesn't mean that's not going to change. But for whatever reason, he got distracted with something else came in, and he's just, he's like, it's like he wants to be interested in love again, but he kind of feels like, I don't want to get hurt again, and I'm too afraid. And I don't know that he would want to admit that to anyone, but that's what the cards show. That he was really betrayed in the past, and it kind of took a toll on him. I think he shows up again, though. I think he shows up again relatively soon, like within the next couple of days. No, I don't blame you for being confused. I mean, these people, you know, but I feel like, you know, the whole internet thing, it's good in a way because it gives you a lot of opportunity. There's a lot of people out there, but that's also the same reason why it's bad, because it's easy to get distracted with something else. It's also, you know, if I could find it, let me see if I could find it, because it's just so funny. But the way the internet works, like there are so many people out there, and it's so easy to get distracted. I feel like people don't connect on a personal level. Everything is just like very surface, and it's like on to the next person, on to the next person. So I think that there's a lot of, you know, there's opportunity to meet a lot of people, but there's also a lot of opportunity to be dropped really fast because somebody gets sidetracked by some nonsense. If I could find it, there was something. If this is it, oh my God, this is it. I saved it because it was so funny. This guy is from Texas. Let me know if anybody ran into this catch. But this was on some dating site. Somebody sent it to me, and this is what his pages or whatever it is that he's trying to sell himself. Just listen to this, okay? If you have no recent straightforward body photos, I'm going to assume you're fat. Angled and ceiling shots are not fooling anyone, especially me. If you feel you have to mislead men by either omission or clever, cough, cough, camera angles, then you really either need to work on your self-esteem or hit the gym. I mean, hell, you already have a huge misleading advantage called makeup. How much more do you need? If you're a nickel looking for a dime, move on. It's not going to happen. Any dimes, feel free to continue reading. Can you imagine that this is what this guy has posted? And then he writes, looking for a fun, smart, attractive woman who at least has some health conscious habits and it stays somewhat in shape. The smarter you are, the better. I'm not intimidated by an intelligent woman. How can you imagine that was his and he probably got a million dates. Meanwhile, he's a total asshole. But but I kind of get what he's saying, only because, I mean, I've heard stories like that too. Like somebody's picture, they put up a picture that they took 20 years ago, and then they go and they meet the person. But yeah, no, I don't blame you for being confused. You know, it's very strange. It's almost like when you're talking to these people, it's not even like they're really looking at you so much like you're a human. It's more of like they're looking at you like, I don't know, like a thing. I don't know. It's this whole things have just gotten so strange, like with the internet and meeting people online and stuff like that. I also think it's caused a lot more people ghosting one another. Danny, I worked with a family today, but the mom made me feel unappreciated for all my work I've done for her daughter, unpaid. Was the mom's intentions to make me feel bad? I'm only getting a 33% chance that that she was trying to make you feel bad. Sometimes people just don't have a way with words, like that guy. No, but like sometimes people, you know, and then sometimes it's the way we take it. Like I had a manager once at one of the studios that used to always say things about how wonderful other teachers were and never gave me a compliment. And then, you know, I used to always think, you know, how, like, she never says anything nice about me. But then I thought to myself, I'm like, why am I being so sensitive about it? You know, maybe she says nice things about me when I'm not around. You know what I mean? But I thought to myself, you know, sometimes people just don't have a way with words. There were a couple of other things that she said to me that I felt were kind of like backhanded. But then I thought to myself, maybe that's just the way that I'm taking it. You know, maybe it's me because I can be sensitive. So I don't think her intentions were to make you feel bad. I think that she doesn't have a way with words. And I think, you know, just think about like exactly what went down. And then keep in mind that it's always your choice. You don't have to help her daughter without being paid for it. So that's the kind of thing, like knowing your own worth, knowing, and I have the same problem with like people asking me to do things and not wanting to pay me for them or assuming that I'll do things. And I have a hard time sticking up for myself too, so I get that. But that you're in control of. And that's another thing. Like this is a typical situation where if you don't start to assert yourself or put your foot down or say, you know, what you're willing to accept and what you're not willing to accept, it's going to keep happening. So the next time it may be you work harder and she's even less rewarding, or you give more and she gives you less. A lot of times people will take what they can get from you and they don't feel bad. You see, like there's a fine line between like the people that are very empathetic and then people that are very narcissistic. Like if you can kind of balance, like, look, every relationship, I don't care who you're in a relationship with, they ebb and flow. Like there are going to be times in your life where your best friend needs you more than you need them and vice versa. And same thing with romantic relationships. But when somebody is constantly taking way more and you're constantly giving way more, that's a problem. And it's going to continue to get worse and worse and worse until you stick up for yourself. And unfortunately, a lot of people don't stick up for themselves. And the other people that are a little bit more on the narcissistic side are willing to take what they can get. Susie, I don't really want it to be over. Will it be okay? %70 chance it's going to be okay, but you know it's going to be one hell of a road. You know, you really you got a lot going on here. It's going to be a road, but I think that you can make it work if you wanted to. Nicole, what should I expect? What can I expect after our talk and visit today? Well, things could move forward quickly, but there also may be an argument. Five of Wands would be an argument. And then it looks like you got justice and good karma on your side. So you should be okay. But there may be an argument. Look out for an argument or disagreement or some bickering. Rosie, if I apply for the summer internship, what will the outcome be? Okay, let's have a look. What will the outcome be? But you have good luck on your side. You could get it. I would apply. Can't hurt. Can't hurt. Brianna, why do I like this guy, Jamie? I need clarity. Okay, why do I like this guy, Jamie? Well, there's a couple of things going on here. There's a lot of, there's passion and there's success around him. There's also happiness. He also seems to be very charismatic. And he seems to, I think it's the charismatic personality that attracts you. But he's also very passionate and successful. There's a lot that's going on here with him. I could see why you like him. He seems like he's, you know, he's successful, he's charismatic, he's good looking, he's passionate. I don't know if you feel like pursuing him or what's going on between the two of you. Let's see. There is room for growth here if you want it, and things could move forward pretty quickly. It does look, though, like he may not be really looking to settle down, or he may not be the one track right now. Like he may kind of be keeping his options open or not really thinking too much about love. Love doesn't really come up strong around him right now, but I mean, I can see why you're attracted to him. New chapter. What will happen when I see George again? Over reconnecting. It's going to be your call, but you know what? I don't think he wants to let you go. I mean, I think that he can be complacent. I think that he can want his cake and eat it too, but I don't think he wants to let you go. Miss Anna, how did JF's daughter, Devania, react to my birthday wish for her today? It's her birthday. Oh, happy birthday. It made her feel special. It made her feel lucky. That was nice. I'm glad that you did that. And it also kind of made her day with the Sun card. Very good. Brianna, how does Aaron feel about me? Feels that you are kind, attractive, courageous, smart, ambitious, fun-loving, nice to be around. You make a great friend. And attractive comes up again. Miss Anna, why are people always telling me to let go of long distance? Find real by my friends when their relationship's not all great as far as I can see. People always have to put their 2 cents in. You never knew that? No, it's, you know, it's funny because I actually stopped telling people so much about what goes on in my personal life because I always felt like somebody was putting in their 2 cents. And then it's like when you look at their life, you're like, really, look at what you're putting up with. I don't know why people think that, like, it's funny because I have this conversation with my friend Amy all the time where noticeably over the years, people have felt like they could tell me what to do. Like, tell me what I could do. Like, if from like the stupidest things to the biggest things. Like I've had friends and people around me that would like tell me what they think that I can do, you know, or what I can't do or what I shouldn't do. And Amy's like, oh, it's pretty funny that people always think that they can do that to you. When meanwhile, the people that would be telling me, they have not survived half the shit that I've been through. You know, like I bought my own house, I worked 2 jobs. I mean, you know, managed to keep a roof over my head for all these years with no help from anybody. And these people would be like living at home with their parents and telling me what I should be doing, you know? But I think that, and this is what I came up with, it's that we kind of allow it because there's 2 things. There's one, we tell them what's going on in our lives. And then we also, we're kind, so we don't put them in their place. Like, think about it. Sometimes people will turn around and they'll be like, really? How many fucking houses did you buy? You know? But, well, we don't talk like that, you know? But some people do. Like, some people will just shoot you down. So I think that people always think that they can look in on someone else's life and tell them what to do. And they're not walking in their shoes, you know? Or they're like, recently, which is funny, because I've had a number of friends recently over the last couple of years say things to me like, well, I'll support you in any of your decision, which is like a huge thing to hear, because normally I would be hearing, well, why the fuck did you want to do that? Or what were you thinking when you did this or that, you know? So I think that maybe it's that I've shifted and I've also, you know, changing and growing, and I have different people. I've called in different people around me because of my own growth. So think of it like that. Anything that somebody tells you, it's only their 2 cents. It doesn't make it right and it doesn't make it wrong. I mean, long distance relationship is difficult, but sometimes long distance relationships work because they are long distance. Sometimes, like, people nowadays that are locked in the houses with each other, somebody posted on Facebook, I was hysterical. A girl that I knew when I worked full time, she at the time worked for, I think she worked for Panavision. I don't remember, Panavision or Paramount, whatever it was. I used to have to call her. I used to have to talk to her. We were both in accounting, and she was the accounting department. And she posted on Facebook, it was a meme, and it said, how are all you married people doing out there? Because I haven't heard he's my everything, and I'm so blessed in a while. And I was laughing. I'm like, because it's true. It's like, you're so blessed because you don't have to be with the person 24/7. When you're 24/7, you want to kill them. So, you know, long distance relationships can work because you're not together constantly. You appreciate the time that you have. You know, what works for one person isn't going to work for another person, and that's okay. Don't let anyone else upset you, because you know something, you make your own decisions, and at the end of the day, you have to be happy with the choices that you make. And if you're happy going out with Mr. 7000, give it a shot. If you're not happy with him, then you're not. And then, you know, this other thing may be for you, or maybe, you know, it just everything hasn't clicked into place yet. But I love all these people that have to tell you what to do, and meanwhile, look at their life. Yeah, I totally feel you on that one. Another woman who I know from when I was working at A&P said that she believes that her marriage lasted because her husband was a cop and he worked nights. So she feels like because they didn't get to spend a lot of time together, they appreciated the time together that they had. She said that she felt like if the relationship was the other way and they were off at the same time, that they may not have lasted. But they really were able to appreciate the time they had together because they weren't together a lot. So, you know what? Don't listen to what anyone else says. Kira, I was asking what I can expect for asking. Yeah, and didn't I say things were going to be slow and stable, and nothing out of the ordinary? That's what I thought it was. Let me see. Knight of Pentacles, slow and stable. Let's see what comes up this time. Yeah, rest and relaxation for next week. There may be cause for celebration towards the end of the week, but otherwise there's not too much out of the ordinary going on. Slow and steady next week. Nothing like, I don't think anything out of the ordinary that would be like anything to write home about happens next week. It looks like it's pretty slow and stable. Relaxation, slow and steady wins the race. It doesn't look like a lot of people are around. It doesn't look like the arguments are in reverse. It doesn't look like there's going to be arguments. It doesn't look like too much is going on next week. It looks like it's like no news is good news, slow and steady. Rest, relaxation, maybe some kind of celebration at the end of the week. I don't know where you live, if you could have people over, but maybe there's some kind of a small gathering at the end of the week with the Three of Cups. But it doesn't look like anything out of the ordinary happens next week. Cinnamon, how will I become financially stable? Okay, let's see. You got a couple of things. First of all, I think that there is a new business or a new business project around you. It's going to bring in a lot of money. And I think you might have a business partner, because the Six of Pentacles would be a good working relationship where you're feeling very appreciated. But it also looks like there may be financial stability that comes in around a relationship too. That person that shows up or the person that you wind up long-term with may have some money around them. And there's cause for celebration around that. And that could move your finances forward very quickly. You know, like even if you're in a situation with somebody where you move in together, if it cuts your expenses in half, you wind up being able to sock some money away. But I think that there's going to be a new business partner that's going to bring in some money over the next, you may be starting it over the next couple of months. Hesty, how will mine and AG's alliance turn out? Is there a possibility of marriage, or will it end eventually? Right, is there a possibility of marriage? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, there is a possibility of marriage, and there's also a possibility for transformation and growth. Susie, when will he get back in touch, and will he be angry? I think he's going to be angry, but I think you should be hearing from him within the next 6 days. But I think he is going to be a little angry or upset or something. Susie, oh, I did that one. Brianna, how does the Virgo feel about me and advice needed? Okay. What's going on with this Virgo? What is going on with the Virgo? Okay. The Virgo feels that you may be a little bit weak, and they could kind of, I don't know what your relationship is with this person right now, but it feels like they think that they either have the upper hand or they have more control. They also feel like you don't have much justice. Like they're the one that's in control, and they're sort of taking advantage of that. You've got magic around the situation, so you can change this. Pull your energy back. Pull your energy way back. I don't know, like, if you guys are in a relationship right now. If you're not in a relationship right now and you're just kind of talking, they feel like they have the upper hand. Even if you are in a relationship, they feel like they're more in control. Pull your energy back a little bit. The High Priestess is here. Use your intuition. Yeah. See, it's almost like they feel like they can take advantage of your weaknesses, and I don't really care for that. They care about you. This person does care about you. But they feel like they're in control and they can do whatever they want. It's going to change, though. This changes. You got the death card here, which means things are changing and evolving, and you will walk away if it doesn't change quick enough. You use your intuition. You have more control than you think. They think that they do, but you have the power of walking away. When the Eight of Cups shows up, if you don't get what you want, you'll hit the road, and they won't be happy with that. Jay Allen, what's Amy hoping will happen with me? She would like to see things move forward. She's another one that's a little slow and steady right now. She feels a little bit, she may be feeling a little swamped just by life, feeling like she's got a huge mountain to climb. So I don't know that she's looking to dive in head first. She does want things to move forward, but I think she wants things to go at a slow pace. Anna. Will Jay react and respond? Wait a minute. To what? To you going out with somebody else? Can you just explain that? Because I want to make sure I answer it right. Send it with the purple hearts. Yeah, whatever questions you didn't ask, put them with purple hearts and I'll answer them. TD, the Aries has been on Snapchat all day. Is it work related or is he pursuing a woman? Okay, let's see. I get a 70% chance it's work related. Let's see if it has something to do with a woman. I get a 70% chance it has to do with a woman. So he may be doing both. He may be doing both. He may be, I don't know if he's pursuing one woman, but he may be looking at women. I don't know how Snapchat works, so it's kind of hard for me to answer that. If it's like Instagram and he can look through pictures, then he may be looking at women. But he's also doing it for work too, 70% chance for both of them. Anna, yeah, send me the question with the purple hearts. That's fine. TD, love reading for Zara. Okay. What's going on for Zara? You are going to have choices, and you wind up at the end of the day with a cause for celebration. Balance and patience, compassion comes back into your life after a small period of anxiety. That's not that big of a deal when it's in reverse. You are walking away from all that no longer serves you, and you're moving in directions of things that work better. You have a wish around love. You don't want to be taken advantage of anymore. You don't want to be waiting for the phone to ring. You're not going to deal with that anymore. You're using your intuition. Pisces is here. I don't know if the water sign was a Pisces, but there's a Pisces here that if that's not the water sign, another one's coming in. But you're getting to the point where you're like, you know what? I don't want to wait for the phone to ring. I don't want to wait for you to answer my text message. We're going to be on the same page, and otherwise I'm not going to deal with it. I think you're moving into a really great place of personal power, like feeling very strong in yourself, which is a good thing. Like rather than being the one that's waiting around, you're like, no, we're playing by my rules now, which is a really good thing. Oh, let me just check the time because you know I have to eat. I can I have to eat before. I can't eat after 8 o'clock. Susie, what's the best thing I can do now about the situation? Okay, let's see. Take a couple of days. Take a little break. A couple of days, little time away, rest, relaxation, and we'll see how you feel. Hopefully, he'll give you a couple of days where he doesn't reach out. Take a couple of days and see how you're feeling. Love reading for love, love. Love, love. You may be feeling stabbed in the back by somebody recently. You're walking away. You're not dealing with it anymore. Moving forward, you have a wish that comes in around love, and it could be with a Capricorn. Capricorn may be pursuing you pretty steadily, and you have some money coming in. You have strength and money coming in. You might have some decisions to make. Somebody from your past may show up, but I don't know that you're going backwards. I think you're moving forwards. Love, love. What should I do with my Gemini? Well, it looks like you're undecided about what to do, but it looks like a little bit of hard work around the situation brings in happiness. And it looks like you guys could have a really great relationship. I don't know that you have to do anything except for, you know, work on the relationship and be reciprocal, be, don't play games, you know, step up to the plate, that kind of thing. But it looks like things are going to kind of happen on their own. Krista, how's Jay feeling after our conversations the past 2 days? He feels pretty good. He feels like a lot of hard work has been done. There's happiness, a little bit of indecision. He's still a little unsure. He thinks that things are moving forward quickly. He feels like things are moving in the right direction, but he does feel like he's got choices to make, and he's not so sure that he can make them. There's celebration around the situation coming in, so I'm pretty sure that he can get his life in order. Anna, will Devania tell her dad that I sent her a birthday wish? I'm only getting a 33% chance that she tells him. I'm not convinced that she tells him. Anna, will JF react to that if she tells him and unblock me? %70 chance if he finds out he will unblock you, yes. Love, love. Does C have children? Does see, have children. 70% chance there's a child around. Yeah, I think so. Brianna, when will I be moving, and will it be to the same area? You may be moving, but not until next spring. Four of Hearts would be either the month of April, which is almost over, or the spring. I don't know that it's going to happen this spring, though. Let's see. Will it be in the same area? %70 chance you stay in the same area. I would say that, yeah, you're probably going to be in the same area. TD, does the Aries still love me? Yeah, I think the Aries does still love you. Krista, when will Jay be ready to change his living situation? Could be July. Hopefully July. It's not that far off. Susie, still feeling I'll be back on antibiotics. Will this work? Yeah, it's going to work. I think it's going to work. Yes, sorry, you can close the super chats, thanks, because I got to eat before 8 o'clock. I can't eat after 8. And I'm not eating those gross noodles again. I don't know what I got, but I'm not eating that. Oh, I have to have a protein shake. I haven't had that yet. Hey, don't make that sad face. You're cold? Put the blanket up. Oh, all the super chats are done? All right. I'm going to do the moderators. And then I'll be back on tonight around 9:30. Don't cry, baby. There's no need to cry. You woke up and you wanted to cry? Zara, what's the Pisces going to do with me now after the end of our conversation and that kind of relationship that we had? Are you guys not talking anymore? Is that what it is? Oh, yeah, I think I might have 2 questions for Anna to do. You're not talking, okay. He's going to try to come back. Look what you got here. The 2 of Cups, you have the Lover's card, you also have the Ace of Cups here. He's going to be very worried. He's going to try to make things right. So I wouldn't worry so much about it. He's going to try to make things right, and you definitely have the upper hand here. All right, I need Anna's and I need Mel. I don't know if SARS is here. I don't know. And then in the meantime, I'm going to go back up to the top and try to grab some of these people that I didn't get to. Mihak 503, current energies between me and the Libra. Patience. Patience, good karma, and justice. It could be a little bit of an uphill battle for the two of you right now. I don't know what's going on, but the energy is like you need to have patience. Patience and good karma is around it. Rara. How is Lemon? I don't know how to say that. Feeling after I rejected him, is he moving on? He's feeling bad, but he's not moving on yet. I don't think he's ready, or I don't think he has another interest right now. I'm looking for Anna's. Oh, there's Anna. Okay. How will Jay react or respond when his daughter tells him I sent her a birthday wish? Do you know when he will unblock me or send me some type of communication? He's going to be happy that you sent the message. He's going to think that it was very kind and nice. I think he does unblock you. Let's see when. I think he may unblock you within the next 4 weeks, but I think it takes longer for communication to come in. Let's see. Communication may take 11 weeks. But I think you get unblocked first. Or it could be 4 days and 11 days, but I think it may be weeks we're looking at. He unblocks you first, and then a couple of weeks later, you get communication. Was there another one for Anna that I have to do? Privates, I might be able to get to tonight. Otherwise, I'll get them done in the morning. If I have time to do them before the live stream tonight, the problem is that they've been taking so long to upload. But, yeah, if I do them tonight, I'll try to do them tonight, because you know why? Maybe they'll upload overnight and I can send them in the morning. I don't know why it's taking so long for them to upload. Oh, Sue can have Mel's reading. Okay. And is there another one for Anna? Anna, did you have more? My apartment people charged us unnecessary fee of $258. They're trying really hard. They're really making it hard for me. Will it be resolved in my favor? Okay, let's see. I think it's going to get resolved in your favor. You got a 70% chance of that. I think it'll work itself out. I think they're going to try to get it from you, but if you fight with them, I think that you can get your way. It's a shame that you have to do that, but unfortunately. Was there any more from Anna that I had that I didn't get to? Okay. All right, I'll be back on later. I did them all. Okay, good. All right, I'll be back on at 9:30, and I will try to get the privates done before I go on live at 9:30. But they probably won't load until overnight. But we'll see. You know what? If anyone thinks about it and you get a chance at some point tonight, even if you don't come back online for the next one, just see if this video pops up. Because if this video pops up, then we should be on a normal schedule. If you can't find this video, it won't upload until tomorrow. It's crazy. I don't know why that's happening. It's really annoying. It's screwing things up. All right, I'll see you guys in a little while. Bye, guys. Thank you.